guys were here on Sunday, you'll remember that we drafted a very, very super exciting black and white humans deck that we played one match with, and then I split for the night. Um, I got a little impaired the next day and logged into what I thought was my arena account, and instead, I don't know, just went the whole 7-0 with that black white humans deck. So we are gonna start a new one. See where we go from there. Quick, I like it. Pick one, pack one, and we're in it to win it with a Zenith Flare. These plebs, only 117%. Splendor Mare, Boon of the Wish Giver, Snare Tactician. I am going to take the Tactician here. We will get plenty of cycling cards. I know Boon of the Wish Giver is kind of a premium because it cycles for one, but honestly, a cycling deck without payoffs just isn't the same, and Tactician is a good enabler. Alright, we're looking at Sanctuary Lockdown. Oh, man. The only other card I'd consider here is the Snare, but we'll take the Sanctuary Lockdown as a hedge. And no cycling payoffs, no cyclers. There's a Reptilian Reflection that's going to keep us on track. There's, definitely some merit for still having this in the main. No 1-mana cyclers. We do have a Lore Dracus. I think we'll just start piling on cycling cards now. A second Whisper Squad. Suddenly looks less playable. We'll move this card in and out of the deck as our picks progress. And if you haven't drafted cycling with me before, this isn't going to... Oh, this is super late. I like to keep all of my cycling cards separate from my main deck. Even payoff cards like the Fox or either of the 2-mana humans. You know, if they cycle, they go into the cycling piles. And we'll keep all of our payoffs and enablers over here. At this point, we haven't passed any Marmosets. We've passed a couple of 2-mana cyclers and one Boon of the Gift. Boon of the Wish Giver? Yeah, Boon of the Wish Giver. I think it was the only 1-mana cycler that we passed. Taking the cycling cards. I have definitely taken note of all of the humans that we've been passing. 2 Whisper Squads as well. Hampering Snare we'll pick up now. We'll get these over with our cyclers. So I'd say for a pack 1, we're in a pretty fine place. You know, we have 2 good payoff cycling cards and 5 cyclers. Tactician is a solid enabler. And I imagine that we'll just be able to continue picking this up. Hey, Skylar, how's it going, man? How you doing tonight? Got another cycler. Okay. Skycat Sovereign, an absolute bomb of a card. Gonna go ahead and obviously take the Flourishing Fox, and like I said, even though it does, it's going. Yeah, it's going. Yeah, quarantine and the rest of everything else going on right now has definitely been a trip. Ominous Seas, I think, is probably next to Zenith Flare on top of the list of cycling payoff cards. I think Fire Prophecy is here. I haven't been back to the store. We opened, well, tomorrow it'll be a week since we reopened, but I'm staying out of the office for the time being because my wife and I are expecting. We're just trying to be a little extra safe. But man, I can only imagine what it's like for people going back into the mall right now. I'm sure it's nice to see some faces, even if they're covered in masks. No 1-mana cyclers. Nothing of relative power, so we'll just take the 2-mana cycler here. Wow, that's nice. That's super nice. Yeah, second Flourishing Fox is an awesome pickup for us. Oh, gotta... At this point, with the Ominous Seas, I do sort of regret not picking up the Lair Dracus. Being able to recast Zenith Flare easily is awesome. I know that there's a Rumbling Slide in this pack, which I think is pretty premium removal, but the this Tri-Land is our colors, and it cycles. Yeah, Footfall Crater is an awesome 1-drop cycler. Oh, wow. So white is pretty open. I don't need the 3rd Shredded Sails. I'm sure there will be plenty of additional cyclers. We're at 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13 right now, which is not bad. 5 whole creatures. 4 of which we cycle. I'll take the fixing here, too. I guess I'll take the main serval. Maybe a reason to play him. Cool. Let's see what pack 3 has for us. Yeah, Shark Typhoon. Shark Typhoon is a cycling card. Heck yeah. Yeah, I think this is our jam. Valiant Rescuer is awesome. Dranith Healer, Footfall Crater. Go ahead and take the healer. Oops, sorry about that. Oh man, really not a lot for us in this pack at all. I mean, how do we take that third copy of Shredded Sails? There's no reason to hate draft anything. We're not going to get paired up against anyone here, so I guess we just take the uncommon because it does count towards a collection goal. I'll grab a cycler here. Grab another 1-mana cycler here. We missed on Marmosets and some of the 2-drop humans. Honestly, just didn't see any of them coming through at all. Let's see, do we want another piece of removal over the 1-mana cycler? I'd say at this point we do. Start. I was surprised we haven't seen any coordinated charges as well. Oh, there you go. I guess ask and you shall receive. No, I don't think I need it as much as 1-mana cycler is useful. And yeah, I'll take another one. Oh, wow. I think this should still be here. A 10th pick? Well, we got 2 pieces of fixing. That's not right as well. Collect our 20 gems, move on to deck building. I don't need you to do that for me. Let's get our cyclers out there and a couple of piles. All right. Not a cycler. Alright, so we have 2, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 18. $19 with the land, 18 still with the land. If it looks weird that I'm playing 14 lands in a cycling deck, it is not. Cast so few spells, we really just need to draw 2 and we're good to go. Because eventually our cycling will allow us to draw into more of our deck. And, you know, enough of our deck that we should be able to get what we need. Alright, Mr. Wildcard. Heck yeah. Yeah, I want this hand. And I do want to go first. And I'd like to be playing against green-blue. Yep, it's not green-blue. Oh, super not ideal. Okay. Next turn I have the Hampering Snare, which I imagine is going to do pretty well. Yeah. Right? Yeah, I think we just play aggro here. Yeah, absolutely. I think if he only deals with one of my creatures, he's still dead next turn. So both of these cards have cycling. They'll add 1 onto... Yeah, I was thinking about that. So if he goes even, I keep my Flourishing Fox. But this is lethal also. Give a good game. Cool, cycling's dumb. I was thinking that Extinction Event might be something that he was ramping up towards. But leaving me with my Fox would have been pretty bad for him as well. I got a ton of cyclers, so I think we should be fine. Oh, even got a 1 mana for us to kick off with. Oh, a Brushwag boy. Depending on what I draw, I might actually just play this crystal next turn. I know that it only fixes for 1 color, but it still counts as acceleration and will allow me to play more cards later on. Okay, well, that definitely changes things. Our opponent likely sitting on an Essence Scatter or something similar. Cool. I'm gonna hang on to this Raking Claws, but I am going to cycle the Shredded Sails. Opponent is playing blue, so there's a good chance he could mutate something like a Heron right here, and I would... Yeah, that's not what I expected. I might hold on to everything here in that case. Cycle the Startling Development. Alright, so all I have to do is not take 14 this turn, and I'm pretty sure we get there. Nope, it's not 14. Unless he gets something with haste. Nah. 6, 10, 11. We'll give him a good game. Alright, we don't need to mess around anymore. He's just got Evolving Wilds as an out. Cool. Again, it's an easy 2-0 for cycling. is ultimately how these decks should play out. Even if you stall out, you should be able to draw enough cards. And it's, I've talked a lot about this format and the way that I feel like it's open in so many regards. A lot of different decks and archetypes are viable, and I continue to see more and more just sort of crawl out of the woodwork, but Cycle has sort of defined Ikoria in limited, specifically in draft, since the set hit. It's a crazy toolbox deck. It requires very little commitment to any color, and there are just so many payoffs, both at common, uncommon, and rare for this archetype specifically. If you open something like a Zenith Flare, you should probably take it. You should probably force cycling. And I hate that that's the truth about how I feel about this format, but at the same time, like, kind of wish that the testing quality was a little bit higher. Turn 2 Ominous Seas is super cool in cycling. Do you have a response? Are you gonna wilt my Ominous Seas? No, don't do that. You would never. Yeah, just get our payoffs on the board on turn 2 and turn 3 and see how this game goes. See if we can get a Divine Arrow out of the opponent's hand. Oh, nope, he's got nothing. Cool. I can't make a token on his turn and my turn, so I'm just going to cycle at the end of his. If I had an extra open mana, I would have cycled during my second main as well to make a token and gain the extra life and the extra counter, but... Okay. We'll cycle this. Cool. If he had went to block there, I did have the combo of Startling Development and Raking Claws, which would have turned any of my creatures into a 4/4 double striker. He was tapped out. It's fine. Opponent's sitting on something. I mean, it's, could be a hampering snare. I mean, it's definitely not the tap 2. Oop, that's not right. Gonna go to combat. See what he's got. Oh, nothing? Hampering snare. It's gotta be. Is he just slow rolling a hampering snare for the sake of it? Nah, he's just done. Cool. It's at 1. Guess he could go black extinction event. Nah. Okay, cool. It's a pretty quick 3-0 for us tonight. Ranking up. Season did restart just a few days ago. Let's knock another quick one out of here. Heck yes. First turn Fox. Alright, so we know we're looking at no doubles. Honestly, that's not, it's not that much. This is, I think, one of the easiest stipulations to meet. I am, I mean, I think I'm gonna go hard here. Ooh-wee. That's nice. We also have a cycling opponent. Yeah. Kind of white so far, huh? There's that toolbox, baby. Easy peasy. Double Fox wins. So good. Four and 0 on our first draft of the night with cycling. Going into match number 5. Opponent goes first, but we have a handful of cycling. Ooh, hello. Hello, Cavern Yogi. What sleeves are these? Elk sleeves. I don't get it. I don't get it. Black. Get a cycle going on here. Oh, it is a lot of untapped land. Ah, bummer. So I'm going to go ahead and cycle one of our non-1 mana CMC cyclers. All right. Looking for a blue. Looking for a blue. We're walking into something like a ram through. Cavern Whisperer wouldn't be super great either. Oh, geez. Kind of feel bad for not playing that red last turn. Yeah. Bad. Super bad. And a main phase Batra also? This card has flash. Why would he do that? Cycle Will of the All Hunter and gain 1. What is it? Target permanent? Ooh, so he gets his Evolving Wilds back? That's rad. Oh no, this doesn't even kill him anymore. Man, that greed did me dirty. Woof. I am taking 10. Yeah, I'm not coming back from this anytime soon. That's good. That's pretty good. Not playing that tap land on turn 3 was definitely an act of greed. I dropped that Dranith Healer and didn't expect Batra and thought, well, I'll just get an extra life out of it and draw land. But didn't happen that way. Cool, not terrible. Got all of our colors, a 2-drop, a couple of 1 mana cyclers. Could definitely look a lot worse. sleeves are super cool. Well, he sure did make me wait a long time for him to play a land and say go. Alright, I'm good. The other 10 lands can stay in my deck. Cool. That is a super fine draw. Okay, so opponent missing lands. I gotta make this mistake again. End of the turn, I can Fire Prophecy if he doesn't have a creature. Okay, yeah, he's digging. This isn't a good win, but it's gonna be a win. No more lands. No more. Please, no more. Yeah, good game. All right, I'm going to take a very quick break, and I will be right back. Yeah, there we go. All right, I am back. Welcome back, everybody. We are currently at 5-1 with our draft deck. We are playing cycling because we pick one, pack one to Zenith Flare. This is Zelda, and she's real dumb, and she probably doesn't like this very much, so I'm gonna put her back down. But that's my kitty. Not a bad hand. Fire Prophecy to take care of any early threats. Couple of 2-mana cyclers as well so that we can see some more of our deck. Should play out pretty nicely. Alright, pass through here. Probably see a cycle now. Yeah, there it is. Where you going, dum-dum? You trying to leave? Alright. Opponent cycles. Cool. Do my cycling here. I think I would rather save this for Trapper. He's got one. Ooh, it's a good old-fashioned mirror match. Trying to get out. I gotta let this dumb cat out. What do you want? Cool. We'll take our 2 here and happily. Nice. Much rather take care of this right now. Get rid of one of the cycling cards because I do want to drop my Momentum Rumbler here. Opponent has a second Dragon Stinger. Pretty glad we got rid of the first one. Drop the Snare Tactician. I'd rather set up for the Ominous Seas on a turn where I have a little more board development. Yeah, I'll take my 2 here. I mean, we're looking at something like Startling Development, probably, or yeah, that doesn't bother me too much. All right, so we'll cast our Ominous Seas. Cool. It would probably be tough for the opponent to, yeah, that's fine. Don't have anything to stop him from doing that. He's got 2 damage coming in. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, if he's got another 1-mana cycler, he's got it. No way! Oof, that's a good one. What's that put us at? 5-2? That doesn't seem right. 5-2. Well, let's wrap the night up with this one and call it an evening. Oh. Well, Martin is playing some pretty heavy removal colors, but it looks like he has a weird hybrid cycling humans deck. So what does he have? Maybe Raking Claws? I'm gonna block. Yeah, so he's gonna 2-for-1 himself unless he has something else to make this a valuable trade. Oh, okay. Yeah, he can blast. That's pretty good, and he gets to gain 2 life. I'm gonna do this now. 4 blockers. So if he has something to cycle and try and shoot, I can blow him out still. And then I don't have to block, but I know that he's gonna use most of his turn. Cool. Feel pretty dang good about that. Ah, well. Yep, bummer. He's definitely taking the Zenith Flare here. Yeah, I mean, it's the right call. Interesting. I will choose not to attack this turn. You got it. Well, not a particularly easy game. Opponent does have quite a lot of gas for this General's Enforcer to eat up. Oh, do like this. All right, that's gonna wrap this up for the night. 5 and 3, not terrible for this cycling deck. Definitely felt like it could have used more, but we got those 5 wins out pretty quickly. Thanks again for joining me this evening, everybody. I hope you guys are all staying well and safe. Pastimes is open again. If there's anything that you need, please give us a call. We are doing, well, not just curbside pickup anymore, but you are welcome to come into our store at Golf Mill. As always, you can use the code at the top of your screen, Pastimes RE10, for 10% off of your order at pastimes.net. Hope to see you guys in person